Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious pot of turkey cabbage rolls, slow cooked. Now these delicious turkey cabbage rolls are made with our fresh cabbage, local cabbage and carrot. The carrot is going to be grated up nice and small in there, and of course I always buy extra and put away for a rainy day. Anyway, if you're interested in that, I'm going to tell you the ingredients as we go. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do first, because this is what takes a little bit of time, I'm going to be putting my cabbage into a boiler or half a boiler of hot water, and I've cleaned the cabbage first, just rinsed it over some tap water just to get off any clay or anything from when it was taken from the garden. I'm going to add in about half a teaspoonful of sea salt, and then I'm going to put it right into the pot. We're going to be putting the cabbage leaf side down with the stump up, and the reasons for that, we're going to part cook this cabbage, and as it starts to steam and cook, each leaf we will cut off just a little bit like this and release it from the cabbage. I'm going to be boiling this on a medium heat, and also we're going to cover it to lock in that steam. So now we'll get this done and we'll start with the next step. So now I got my boiler over on my stove top, and to clarify, when the cabbage starts to cook a little part cook and the leaves are starting to soften, then that's when you will cut off the leaves, and we'll put that in a bowl, and we'll do that as we go along. But I'm going to mix up now the ingredients we're going to need for stuffing our cabbage rolls. So what I got here is a package of extra ground turkey, and it's about a pound. You can go a pound to a pound and a half if you don't have ground turkey in the store. You can just ask your butcher to see if they would ground some for you. So now I'm going to cut off just the outer part and just put it into the bowl. Now all you got to do is just put your ground turkey out into your bowl, and this is raw turkey. All of it will cook together. Just going to make sure I got all of it. Just going to put that out of the way. Now what I'm going to add in there is a half a teaspoonful of sea salt, half a teaspoonful of onion powder. I got a full teaspoonful of pepper. You can use black or white. And I got 1 garlic clove, or equal to a teaspoonful, whatever you wish. Or you could have probably 2 if you like a nice garlic taste. So you toss that on into the bowl. So I'm going to be tossing in there 1 cup of grated carrots. It's about a medium carrot. You just toss it on into the bowl. Of course, I got fresh local carrot here, and I love it, buying it and storing it for the winter. I got a medium chopped onion. If you like onions, you can have more. If you don't like onions, just leave it as onion powder. That's in there, and that's all you need to do there. So I'm just going to mix these ingredients in first. And what I'm going to be putting in here as well is 2 cups of rice. Now you could use rice of choice on this one. Now, don't know about brown rice. You might want to part cook it first before you put it in this recipe, because where it's slow cooked, it may not have equal cooking time. And you just mix that into there, the rice, until it's all incorporated. We got a bottle of pasta sauce or tomato sauce. You could make it fresh yourself, or you can buy it in the bottle. And I'm going to be putting in about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of vegetable or chicken broth or stock and mix that together and toss that into the bowl with the pasta sauce. That's all you need to do there. So we're going to mix that sauce and the water in together. And the reasons for doing this, well, two reasons. One, for cleaning out your bottle, and the two is for giving yourself a extra liquid, because we're going to be using about a cup into our mixture, into our rice and our ground turkey. So we're going to pour about a cup over here, and then cup to a cup and a half, whichever you want to do. And we're going to leave this part for putting into the slow cooker when we put all of our cabbage rolls, so we got extra liquid. So you're going to mix that in through. So I hope you're following along and you're still interested in making these delicious turkey cabbage rolls. And again, if you don't want to do these in the slow cooker, you can bake them in the oven, and I'll share that information with you as we go. But today we're going to be doing it in our slow cooker. So what I'm going to do now is go over to the cabbage. I'm going to start cutting off those leaves, getting them ready so we can roll our cabbage rolls. I'll release some of the steam. Now, so pretty much what we're doing here, like I was saying, is we're letting these leaves get a little wilted. That one is not quite, but we will cut the leaves away from the cabbage as they start to wilt. Give them some equal cooking time. Now, some people just likes to freeze their cabbage and then roll it like that when it starts to thaw, but I like this method, so you can give this one a try, and I'll show you as we go how it is. So this is still not cooked, so we'll let them keep cooking. So now as that cabbage boils in there, I got the cabbage leaves cut away from this cabbage. I'm going to take out the stump, put it over to the side, because we got something else we're going to be doing with that cabbage. And I'm just going to rotate these just for them to wilt a little bit more, and then I'll take them over to my countertop. That's all you need to do there. So before I bring over my cabbage leaves, I'm going to be cutting off about a quarter of this cabbage. Now it's still raw, this cabbage, as you can see, it's still solid. I'm going to grate about 1 cup of this cabbage into my bowl, and we're going to add it in with our ingredients that we got there for our turkey, the rice, the turkey, ground turkey, the rice and onions, and all of those delicious ingredients. Just going to grate about a cup. Now you can grate in a little more. I grated way a lot because I love cabbage, and we love eating cabbage for different meals. But today, as you can see, nice and grated, and toss it on in to the other ingredients, just like that. So all we're going to do now is mix the cabbage in with those ingredients, get it all equally put in there, and as you can see over to the side, our cabbage leaves are ready. You need anywhere from 13 to 15 pieces of cabbage, leaves of cabbage, that's partly cooked for this recipe. Now that's done, I'm going to show you what's next. Now usually before I start rolling my cabbage rolls, I'll take a couple of the green leaves, if there's any on your cabbage. If it's not, there's no worries. You could use your light green leaves. I put one in the bottom of my roaster or the slow cook bowl, because then I start layering it on that, just in case one or two wants to burn a little bit there. We don't want that sticking to the bottom of the pan. So what I'm going to do now is start with my green leaves, and I'm going to put the stump closest to me. If it's a really big stump, cut some of it off. And then I'm going to scoop up about 1/4 cup of this mixture into each leaf, or a little bit less. So this one is extra long, the stump, so I'm just going to take it and cut that little piece off. Poke my knife out of the way. Closest to myself, I'm going to start rolling towards Raymond. Tucking it in like this and rolling it until it gets all the way to the end like this, and then I'm going to put it over into my slow cook bowl. I'm going to continue doing that. Just take a little bit of the stump. Now this one is not going to need 1/4 of a cup, it's just going to need maybe a tablespoonful or so, because some of the leaves are small. I never picked a really big cabbage here when I went, and then I'm going to put that into the bowl as well. That's all you need to do with that. So back to our sauce, we'll get the ladle and we'll just scoop one lot over the top of the cabbage rolls that's in the bottom. Now we're going to layer another row of cabbage rolls, turning it the opposite way than the way they're spread there. So I'll just take the outer sides, fold it in, and then roll it outwards. And then it's something like this. And when I say the opposite way, so they're all that way, now I'm going to put these this way in the bowl, like that. So I was saying that you need 13 to 15 leaves of cabbage. Now that's depending on the size, because sometimes I got a huge cabbage here that I'm making cabbage rolls with, but today it don't seem like it's a very big cabbage, but it's big enough for us. They're making smaller cabbage rolls, so you may end up making more cabbage rolls, and that's fine because these freeze well. Put them in a freezer container, or you can let them go to total room temperature when you finished with them, and put them in freezer bags, take them out. And then all you need to do is open up some more pasta sauce, pour over it when you want to rewarm it. You can rewarm it back in the oven. You can rewarm it in the microwave. Or back in the slow cooker, but really if you're going to be warming them quick, you can probably oven and microwave. And that's all you need to do there. So I'm going to finish these, and then I'll let you know how long you need to cook them. Okay, so I'm rolling up the last cabbage leaf that I got, and that one's a little open. I got him stuffed in really good. And now what I'm going to do is put another scoop of the sauce over the top, and then I'll tell you what's next. So now we're going to ladle a couple, maybe 2 cups or more over the top. We want enough sauce, because if you're going to be turning this on and leaving this until you come off work, you want to make sure there's enough sauce on it. Then after, when you're finished with that, you're going to put the lid on top. You can also put another leaf, cabbage leaf, over the top of it if you want to, just to lock in that steam, and then put the lid on. And now we're going to be talking about how long. Wash my hands there now, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to be putting my cabbage rolls, I suppose I can do it, into my slow cooker. I just got a small slow cooker, and I'm going to be putting it on a low heat on a safe countertop, either your countertop or your stove, whichever is easier for you or closest to your plug. And you're going to leave it there and forget about it until you get off work and you come home. If you need more sauce, you got some left over, pour it over it to make more. If you don't, that's fine. If you want to cook it in the oven and not in your slow cooker, you put it in your roaster with the lid and cook it for 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And halfway through, baste some more sauce over it, put the lid on, and then you'll have delicious cabbage rolls. I'm going to show you what they look like now when they cook. Delicious. our turkey cabbage rolls done in the slow cooker is all ready. And now what I'm going to do is show you what they look like, and I'm going to have a taste. So there they are. If you're cooking them in the slow cooker, leave them there for the day or up till 5 hours to when you get off work. If you want to do it in the roaster, but here they are. Delicious. I'm going to take one here now. Just look. It's not ever delicious looking. And I'm going to have a little taste. Now just look how nice they are. If you were making these, I mean, I can't get enough of cabbage rolls, period. But turkey cabbage rolls, just look at this light meat in there and all of those ingredients blended. Of course, you got the cabbage that's infused inside and out. So now I'm going to have a little taste. I know Raymond's mouth is drooling over there, but I'm going to have a little taste first. Delicious. My mouth is full. The flavor going through, and again, bursting with cabbage, and it's got the extra taste of that garlic going through, and the sauce. If you want extra sauce, you can just pour it on over. Delicious. 2 thumbs up. I can't wait for you to make them. And we got Raymond reaching for this one. He's saying, okay, that one is mine. You got the one in the plate. But this is it. Serve them up. Put them in a serving plate. No, Raymond, you're not going to get this one yet. No, sir.
Yep.
We're going to leave that there for you guys to view. And if you want, the recipe is going to be in under this video. And as well, we're going to post it on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel here. And of course, at www.bonitaskitchen.com. I'm going to share with you as well the baking times of those. If you want to do it in the slow cooker, again, on low or high, depending on how quick you want them. Or if you want to bake it in the oven in your roaster with the lid on, put it there on 350 degrees Fahrenheit for an hour and a half or to 2 hours, and between baste them with some more sauce. And if you're looking for a recipe and you can't find it, you can also email me at bonitakitchen@gmail.com, and you can also again browse on our Facebook page. So of course your time is precious and we don't want to take any more of it up. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team here at Bonita's Kitchen, thank you once again for joining us. From our kitchen to yours. You have a wonderful day. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, our journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.